Hello everyone, today we have another iPhone 12 Pro Max for CPU repair. This phone has been in different store and they claimed that the problem with the CPU, so the customer brought it here. Now we are trying to fix the CPU in the motherboard for iPhone 12 Pro Max. We are in Richmond Hill, Ontario, Maple Cell Phone and Laptop Repairs. Anyone has problem with the motherboard in iPhone or Samsung, they are welcome to come here anytime. So now we are trying to lift up the processor, because we found out the problem is underneath the processor. There is a short circuit. Some components are like shorted. So that's why we need to fix the CPU in order to make the phone working again. This is the main process and very critical to lift up the CPU from the motherboard. So after we removed the CPU, we cleaned underneath the CPU. We cannot make the video very long because we cannot upload it in the social media platforms. But we show you like the main process during the repairing. So this is underneath the CPU. We cleaned it already from the glue. We need to make sure nothing left, everything is cleaned. Any small piece of glue, it will affect to balance the CPU or like fit it correctly in the motherboard. You know, if you left any small piece, you have to redo everything again. You have to clean the motherboard, you have to reball the CPU again. So that's why we need to make sure nothing left at all. Even see like here in the edge, it might affect it to fit the CPU in the motherboard. It's very accurate process. So now we can see like the place of the CPU and the motherboard is kind of very cleaned. So we move now to the main processor. Now the CPU itself turns to clean it and remove all the sticky glues. This is the black spot is the glue underneath the CPU. The soldering balls, it should be re-soldered and cleaned all these black spots from the main processor. We need to apply a little bit heat with a certain amount, so to make sure we don't damage the main processor, in order to remove this kind of glues. See, from the very top pin of the tweezer we remove this glue with the support of heat in the certain amount, like certain degree. Takes time to remove all this stuff. We try to remove it without damage any balls or scratch the CPU underneath. Please don't forget to provide us with like and share this video with some people who are interested in fixing the motherboard or the CPU in the motherboard. Your like to this video will help us a lot. And share it with some people who need fixing the motherboard for iPhone or even MacBook, laptop, iMac. We are in Richmond Hill, Ontario. Maple cell phone and laptop repairs. You can Google it and check our website and book an appointment in order to drop off your devices here. See, we need to go through like this process in every CPU repair. We insert the tip of the tweezer between the balls so we don't damage it. Very slowly, and we will try not to touch the CPU underneath. So now we cleaned all the glues. We brush it now with alcohol. This is the main chip of the motherboard. This chip, if this got damaged, then the phone will not be boot up, and you can't replace it. You can't bring another CPU, like a new CPU, and install it. You cannot. It will not be working. It should be the same CPU working with the same motherboard. So this is the result after we cleaned the CPU. Now we need to reball it in order to put it back in the motherboard. My phone is ringing, but I put it in the silent mode. So now we need to reball it. This is the stencil for reballing, is related to the A14, the CPU model. There's a customer coming. I have to stop a little bit for sometimes. Sorry, we need to resume now the video. Customer came to drop off his MacBook. So as we said, now we do the reballing process. We applied some soldering paste, and now we need to put some heat in order to reball it. Now we are applying heat to the CPU. The temperature should be selected very carefully. Like now, if you see inside the holes, the paste is reballed. See? Make sure all the balls is being resoldered. So now we put the CPU back in the motherboard. It should be very like careful with putting the CPU in the motherboard. We need to put it in the right position before we apply heat. We don't need to overplace the CPU, then all the time we spend it will gone. We will waste all the time we spend it in cleaning the CPU and the motherboard. We need to do all this process again. So now again we will apply heat to melt the soldering board to the motherboard. See, now it's adjusted by itself when the balls melted. So now it's already done. It's fixed. It takes its position. Now we test it in front of you. Thank you for watching the video.